A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. The offense for the NFC back out there. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye, and touchdown! Todd Gurley doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter as his guys continue to pour it on. Now, 1st quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all...
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on.
What?
Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Mahomes now already over 100 yards passing in this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Connor going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. The Panthers' Luke Kuechly there on the tackle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
47.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Adam Thielen there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And down near the goal line, and oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive.
Here we go, D.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
And again, it's Mahomes. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the NFC. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Fighting through it. He's got space. Touchdown! Tom Gurley. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable as his guys continue to pour it on. Now, you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to cloud them a little bit.
Back out is the AFC offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all to put it.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Mahomes finding his fellow Chief Hill for the AFC first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Mahomes now on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter poll or the 3-quarter poll?
It is the quarter poll, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings, for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter poll, right? When they headed for the home stretch is what he also said about it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
They can't hang with us.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. DeMarcus Lawrence of the Cowboys there on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The AFC thus far on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A third down gain of 19. This will be their first trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now it's counter. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle made by the D-end of the Saints, Cameron Jordan. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The AFC thus far on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They try right side here. Gurley. Wiggles free. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Todd Gurley, 94 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The drive will start with counter, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. And some room to roam now. And he will score. It's a touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.